Welcome our newly joined graduate students. Welcome to Istanbul Tech family. Before we begin with the orientation program, I would like to introduce myself. My name is Şeyma Selbesoğlu and I am Research Assistant in the History of Science and Technology Department at Istanbul Tech University. We would like to thank our respectable speakers from various departments for taking time off to join and inform us today. We are going to talk about topics such as introductory steps of campus life, registration procedures, graduation steps, library subscription, departments, facilities, and students club. We hope we will be able to answer the questions in your minds. Now, for our first speaker, Dr. Burak Kulga, the Vice Dean at the Graduate School, will be introducing the graduate school, tuition fees, and how to get student ID cards. Dr. Kulga, floor is yours.
Thank you, Şeyma. Let me share my screen. Hello, everybody. Welcome to E2 family as a graduate student. As Şeyma said, I am one of the vice deans at the graduate school, and I'm an assistant professor at Petroleum and Natural Gas Department, Engineering Department. Today, I'm going to introduce you to the graduate school. Okay, what is our mission? The reason for the establishment of Istanbul Tech Graduate School is to train academics and professionals who are academically competent in their field and can compete in the international arena. The other mission of Istanbul Tech Graduate School is to develop interdisciplinary research by promoting university-public industry cooperation at the highest level. What is our vision? The vision of Istanbul Tech Graduate School is to be an institution that trains highly qualified professionals and academicians at national and international level. Once you graduate from Istanbul Tech Grad School, you'll be one of these highly qualified professionals and academicians. And the other vision of Istanbul Tech Grad School is to be an institution that contributes to the development of science and technology and pioneers research and development studies for social needs. The graduate school was established with its new name in December 2020. Its original establishment date is 1982, but in December 2020, Institute of Science, Technology and Engineering and the Institute of Science, Social Science merged and formed our new grad school. Also, the institutions that are disaster management, Eurasia, informatics, energy, science and aviation, and their departments were combined under graduate school. Education language is minimum 30% of English. If you're a master's student, you have to complete everything in 6 semesters. As a PhD student, you have 12 semesters to complete the necessary steps to get your degree. And if you join the PhD program right after your undergraduate education, it is 14 semesters. So our email address is lee.itu.edu.tr. Sorry, our web page address is this one. If you have any questions, please go ahead and send us an email. You'll get your answers from this email address. The graduate school located in Ayazağ campus in the European side of Istanbul at Maslak. And here is our telephone number. You can reach us from these channels. right? If you have any questions, please come and ask. So this is the administration board. Our dean is Ahmet Duran Şahin, who is a professor at meteorological engineering, and we have 5 vice deans: Dr. Ahmet Öztopal, Dr. Mahmut Altınbaş, Dr. Burcu Yıldız Ataş, Dr. Abdüsamet Subaşı, and myself. And we have our graduate school secretary is Mustafa Özkartal. If you have any questions, please come to us and you can get your answers. So one of our students under these 76 departments, right? We have 5 campuses, 4 of them are in the European side and 1 of them is in the Asian side. We have 192 programs and 98 of these programs are master's level, 25 of them is non-thesis master's level, and we have 69 PhD programs. Again, as of now, you are one of these students. We have 10,748 students. 3,500 of them is PhD level students, and we have around 7,100, 7,200 of master's level. So what about the number of international students? In total, we have 756 international students, and 318 is about 9% of these students are registered in PhD programs, and we have 439 master's students in international level, which makes it 6%. So Istanbul Tech is the 4th biggest school in graduate level, right? We have, as I mentioned before, we have around, we have about 10,800 students, which makes us the biggest school in terms of technical universities, right? So as I mentioned before, this is our web page. Please go ahead and you can get your answers from this web page. If you click students, we have these parts here. If you're a master degree student, you can go and find out about your course stage procedure and thesis submission procedure as you grow in Istanbul Technical University. As you complete your courses, then you at one point in the next 2-3 years, you'll be in the procedure of thesis submission, right? As a PhD student, as you know, it's a little bit, not a little bit, it's more complicated. You have 3 stages. You have to be very familiar with these stages to be able to get your PhD degree, right? So you can register your courses, you can transfer your credits, and if you would like to do an international study like Erasmus, you can go and get some information from this webpage. And now we have our graduate school social media accounts, and they are fully operational, and will be using these social media platforms actively. So on Twitter, our address is ITU Lisansüstü, which means graduate for our international students, and you can also go to Facebook and subscribe to our graduate, let's say, account. And we have Instagram. I think this is the most popular these days, and we also have LinkedIn. As I mentioned before, we'll be using these platforms actively from now on. Please go ahead and subscribe. or become a member of those social media platforms. What about the tuition fees? The dates are announced at the beginning of each semester. Please go and check our academic calendar, right? You can find it, these calendars, itu.edu.tr, right? Please go find out about the dates, specified dates, and pay your tuition fees. We have a Vakıfbank branch in Istanbul Tech Ayazağ campus, right? So you can always go there and pay your tuition fees. So where is it? Here our metro station, and this is the Ayazağ campus entrance, right? So if once you enter, graduate school is located right here. Our rectorate building is right here, and this is the student affairs for undergraduate students. And here in this building, you can come and visit, and you can ask your questions, you can do your paperwork and such. And the bottom floor is the student card ID center. You can get your ITU cards here at the bottom of this building. And let me see, where is Vakıfbank? Vakıfbank is located right here. Okay, you can go there and pay your tuition fees and such. And most probably you'll be you're a student of one of these buildings here. So once you graduate, we are going to have our graduation ceremony at our stadium. That's about it about our map, I think. Here is the library, right? It's a very good environment to study and to do research and literature surveys for your thesis. Please go and take advantage of it. And here is the cafeteria. What else? As I mentioned before, I showed you the location of the student ID card center, right? After your registration, you'll receive an email and you'll have the details of your ITU account, and you'll find out how, information to obtain your student ID cards, right? Istanbul Tech services can be accessed only by Istanbul Tech account, right? So make sure that it's fully functional. So what does a student ID card do? So you can enter all of our campuses. As I mentioned before, we have 5 of them, right? And you can go there and visit and spend time with your friends and such. So you can load cash, purchase lunch, dinner at the dining halls, and you can borrow books from the library, right? So you have to do these things. If you want to do these things, please go and get your student ID card as soon as possible. We also have a portal account that can itu mobile. Itu mobile. So you can have any of these operating systems. Please go and download our itu mobile application, and you can do your, some of the procedures on the application. For our international students, you have to get your residence permit. Oops. Residence permits. Please go to our webpage and follow the necessary steps to get your residence permit. Some of you may need scholarships, right? To be able to take advantage of these scholarships, please go to your portal.itu.edu.tr with your Istanbul Tech account, and you can apply for meal scholarships, scholarships offered by private foundations, and granted research projects. And for granted research projects, students should contact their department, program, academician to inquire about assistantship opportunities in a granted research project. Please keep these things in mind. And that's about it. Now it's the end of my presentation. And Şeyma, please go ahead.
Thank you for your presentation. Now we'll be listening Dr. Abdülhaim Kılıç from International Office of Graduate School to make his presentation about graduate school student procedures, operations, and student information system. You can proceed now, dear Dr. Kılıç.
Okay, thank you very much. I hope you can hear my voice clearly. Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. I want to first of all, I want to welcome all of our students. So I will try to continue where Burak Hoca left. So today I will try to divide my presentation into two. In the first part, I will give some key points about the graduate school student procedures and some of the operations. Okay, then in the second part, I will give brief information on the student information system, which is very important, all of you, all of the new and already registered students. So let me first introduce myself. I am an assistant professor in the Department of Molecular Biology and Genetics, and also I am assisting to the International Office of the Graduate School. So if we have any questions, any query, you can send an email to me. You can see my email address here, okay, on the screen. Yes, so let's start with the course registrations. I will give you some details about that, some important points. If you skip when while I am telling, please later on watch this video from the YouTube again and try to understand because these are very important steps for your studentship. Okay, so for the new students in the first term, as they are newly registered, they are assigned to a program coordinator. So you have to check your program coordinator from our website and get contact with him or her to complete your course registration. This is very important. Okay, but don't forget that this is just valid in the first semester. At the end of the semester, you have to find a supervisor or advisor, academic advisor for you. This is also important, don't forget, please keep in mind. So you have to be assigned with a supervisor at the beginning of the second semester. Okay, so again, your supervisor will make your course registrations. Yes, let's continue with some key points during the master's degree course stage. So first of all, you have to know that with the end of the fourth semester, you have to complete all of the requirements to get graduated. Okay, so what are these requirements if we look at them in detail? So you have to first succeed 24 credits in total. Okay, and your minimum GPA must be at least 3. And you have to complete 4 compulsory, 4 elective, and 1 seminar course. All of these courses and seminars have to be succeeded. If you succeed this, you can continue with your thesis studies. Okay, if you cannot complete successfully your course stage, unfortunately, you cannot start your thesis, part, and unfortunately, you have to be expelled from the university. Sorry for that. Okay, so for the details, again, you can visit our website and you can send an email to us for getting information about the other details. Okay, so let's skip to the second part, thesis delivery part. So the students can start their thesis study in the third semester and onwards. Okay, so you have to complete all of the thesis delivery requirements by the end of the sixth semester. This is the maximum duration for you. Please keep in mind. So, of course, it depends on your department, but depending on your registration semester, you can deliver an academic publication also. If you fail in the thesis defense exam, unfortunately, again, you have to be excluded, dismissed from the university, or if you don't deliver your thesis in 1 month after you defend your exam, okay, again, you will be dismissed from the university. So please be careful about your maximum duration of the studentship. So you have 6 terms at the maximum, okay. And also, as I said, you may deliver a conference paper, academic, international or national conference paper, and to succeed your thesis delivery. Yes. So we finished the master part. So let's continue with the PhD students. So there are similar regulations for PhD students. So again, all of the PhD courses have to be succeeded by the end of the 4th semester, and the seminar course, of course, until the graduation of you. Again, you have to succeed 21 credits. You have to finish. You have to have minimum a GPA of 3 points. If you cannot succeed all of these requirements, unfortunately, you have to be dismissed from the university. So if you succeed the course part, then you have to pass to the qualifying exam. Okay. So if you succeed the qualifying exam, then you have to write to pass to the thesis stage. So if you fail in the qualifying exam, you can take the exam once more. Okay, don't worry about that. But if you fail again in the second time, then again, you have to be dismissed according to our university's regulations. Yes. So if you succeeded this time qualifying exam, you have to write to pass to the proposal. You will give your thesis proposal. Okay. So you have to prepare your thesis proposal and the reports. It has to be appropriate to the format of our graduate school. So you can find the format of the proposal report in our website in the documents part. So the thesis proposal is defended against a committee. Okay, one of the committee will be assigned for you to defend your proposal and your progress. So, okay, let's continue. If you successfully defend your thesis proposal, you can start your thesis. But if you fail in your proposal, you have time for 6 months duration to give a second time your proposal. Okay, but if you again fail in this part, again, you will be dismissed from the university. Yes. And after the defense of the progression report, you will upload it to our electronic system that I will mention about our electronic system in a minute. Okay. You have a period of 6 months, and every 6 months you have to upload your progression report to the system, electronic system. Again, you have to defend it in each term, at the end of each term. And if you accomplish all of these steps, you have the right to begin your thesis. Okay, thesis delivery procedure actually. But students who fails in defending their thesis progression 2 times consecutively or 3 times in total is again dismissed from the university. Sorry for that, for these details. Maybe I am overwhelming your heads, but don't forget, please try to watch again this kind of details. These are very important steps for your studentship. Okay. Yes. So when we come to the end, to the thesis delivery, so you have to deliver it by the end of your maximum study period. For the PhD students, the maximum period is 6 years, which means 12 semesters. Okay, this is the maximum duration for you. So there's an exception here, 14 semesters for PhD programs applied with a bachelor's degree. Okay, if you have directly applied to PhD program from an undergraduate, from a bachelor degree, then yes, you have 14 semesters, right? So the students who passes the thesis defense exam, they can initiate their graduation procedure, and they have to complete it in 1 month. Okay, this is also important part. So if you fail in the thesis exam, thesis defense exam, again, you are dismissed from the university. And if you passed your thesis exam, but you didn't deliver your thesis in 1 month after the thesis defense examination, again, unfortunately, you have to dismissed from the university. So, and another important point is you have to check the minimum requirements for publication requirements for the graduation. Okay, and please again go our website, the graduate school website, find your department, and in the list, please see what are the minimum required publications. It can be either a conference paper or a paper. Okay, this is important also. Okay, let's come to our help tickets. So as I said, as the International Office and the Graduate School, you can send your queries to our email addresses. You can reach them easily. But besides, in general, we have a help ticket system. Okay, so here is the address. You can see it, yardim.it.edu.tr. So this is the main communication method. With the university, you can reach any of the department from the list and send your questions to and they are sent it to the related staff. Okay. So if we focus on our graduate school, you can see our website. Website for the contact here. You can see it, and you can simply create a ticket, and you can write down your emails, English or Turkish. Okay. So in the help tickets, we have some categories. Okay, you can select them, and you can again write down your header of your question and your details. If it is required, you can upload your files and then just click to create ticket. Okay. By the way, unfortunately, this system is Turkish, but don't worry about that. And you can easily understand the steps. And by the way, as I know, the English interface is being prepared, by the way. Yes, here you see there are some categories. You can see some of them are just for Turkish citizens, and the other ones are general. You can send about information technology, personal affairs, student affairs, about thesis delivery, something like that. Okay. Yeah, if we come to our electronic system that I have mentioned previously in our previous slides, you can request any of your petitions through our electronic system. Okay, electronic information management system. This is for graduate students. So when you join to the system, with your account, ITU, general ITU account, you will see here some user settings and student operations part. If you go to the detail, you will see some general request, military request, which is available for Turkish students. You can send email, you can give request about your courses. You can request a student document, detailed student document, and any other request can be given by the studentship request. Okay, this is the main page for your operations on the electronic system. You can easily select the request type. You can write down your explanation. Again, you can upload the required documents and simply submit. Yeah, generally I mentioned about the electronic system. You can find a list here about the petitions. It can be either about courses, student documents, requests, your thesis petitions. Let's say about your qualifying exam application, your reports, your proposal, something like that. Okay. Yes, now let's continue with the student information system. Probably you know this website when you made your registration, you complete your registration, sis.itu.edu.tr. So you can reach your student service using this website. In the right panel, right corner, you see SIS login. Okay, you will just click here. Then again, you will join to the system using your ITU account, which is supplied to you, our IT department, as I remember at the beginning of your registration, after you complete your registration. Okay, so let's continue. After that, you will see a page like this. In this page, you will face with another account, which is your user ID and PIN number, and they are provided to you by the register office. Okay, if we forget your PIN number, just again go to our help tickets, find the register office, PIN transactions, and forget PIN part, and just send your email them, and they will return you to get your password. Or alternatively, you see here, there's a forget PIN part. You can just click here for the necessary steps, and you can create your new password. Okay, so if we join to the system, what we will see in the system, you will have a personal information part here. Okay, you can see the English transcription of that, and student service. Let's go to the details. In the personal information part, again, you can change your PIN, you can change your security questions, you can update your address, your phone number, email address. So please keep in mind that to keep an updated email, updated information are important for your studentship. Yes, in the second part, which is the student service, you can find the registration part, student records. I will mention in detail what are they in a minute. Okay, so you can reach your grade distribution, and again, there's a career advising, but I guess yes, this is just for the undergraduate level. So let's continue with the registration part. Here, you can select your term. We have a add drop classes part, but this is you have to do this with your supervisor or program coordinator. Okay, you cannot simply add and drop your courses. So then you can check your registration status, your courses, registered courses, your grade history. Okay, so here, let's say if you click the student schedule by day and time, you will face something like that, and you can see your registered courses. They are displayed on the screen. Yes. So in the check your registration status, you can here see there are some details which is important for your registration. your time ticket, your halls. Okay, it's very important. If you, let's say, if you didn't pay your tuition fee, the system will give you a halt and you cannot continue for your second semester. Okay, sorry, coming semester. Okay, so in the registered courses, you will see again your courses, as I mentioned. After you get your password, account, you can examine all of these details in the student information system. Okay. So again, you can see your final exam program here in the under the final exam schedule link. In the student records menu, you will find your grades. You will find your tuition fee and transcript. Let's see here. Let's see here. If you paid or not paid your tuition fee, you will see. It will be seen on the screen here. Okay, you can check if you have any debt or not. So here, again, you can reach your transcript, but don't forget this is unofficial. You can, of course, can take a printout of that transcript, but this is an unofficial version. Yes. If we come to the advisor information here under the student service, you will find the information about your advisor. If you need, you can find the weekly plan for advisor approval form, and else. Okay. So another link for which is important for you is the final exam program. Okay, you can reach the final exam program, which will be announced every term in the website of Student Information Register Office website. Okay, sis.itu.edu.tr. Yes. And here, sorry, you can select, of course, you can select your the code of your department, and you can reach the final exam program of your program. And also you can find the course schedules. This was about the final exam program, but this is the courses which is opened in that term. Okay, so this is also announced every at the beginning of the term, academic term. Again, you will go to the Register Office website, and you will find the course name, course CRN. CRN is course reference number. You will find the course code. You will find the course title, which is opened at that term. You will see if the teaching method is online or face-to-face. You will find the instructor names, building names, and the other details, which is important for you. Yes, that's all. I want to thank you for your listening. As I said, if you have any questions, send email to us, or please watch again our YouTube video at the end of this webinar. These are very important steps and information for you. Thank you.
Thank you for your very informational presentation, Dr. Kılıç. At this point, we will move on to International Office. Supervisor Ms. Demir from Office of International Affairs. She will inform us about Istanbul Tech International Office. Please welcome Ms. Demir. Floor is yours.
Thank you so much, Eman. First of all, I would like to say welcome to ITU Graduate Students Orientation Program. My name is Gülben Demir. I'm head of the Office of International Affairs. After making a brief presentation about ITU, I'm going to move on our office. ITU was established in 1773 as an Imperial School of Naval Engineering and changed throughout the years until 1944, when the name Istanbul Technical University was adopted. This institution, which is dedicated to engineering, has kept up with the times with incubation centers, science parks, and so on. The symbol of ITU is a bee, which represents our engineers as they work hard and busily just as a bee. In 2023, we will celebrate the 250th anniversary of the foundation of Istanbul Technical University. ITÜ is spread over 5 campuses in Istanbul, which is one of the most beautiful and magical cities of the world. The Ayazağ campus is the main campus, which houses most of the faculties, graduate school and institutes, also our office. The Taşkışla campus was allocated to ITU in 1944 and houses of the Faculty of Architecture. The Gümüşsuyu campus houses the Faculty of Mechanical Engineering and Faculty of Textile and Design. Both Taşkışla and Gümüşsuyu are located in a very central area of Istanbul. Also in a central location is the Maçka campus. This building, built in the mid-1800s, houses the Faculty of Management and the School of Foreign Languages. And finally, the Tuzla campus, where the Faculty of Maritime Studies is located. Here you can see ITU in numbers. When you enter ITU, it's a membership for life. ITU has an alumni database and is in contact with its graduates. ITU alumni meet each year on campus. It's a privilege to be a part of the ITU family. ITU has also played a significant role in Turkish politics. Let me give us some. ITU's prestigious list of alumni includes 3 Turkish presidents, 4 prime ministers, many ministers and members of parliament. So now I would like to move on our office. As you may see on slides, we are a big family with 3 main coordinatorships, 4 joint units, and 4 commissions. We work all together to achieve our internationalization goals. Where we are, Office of International Affairs, located on the 3rd floor of the graduate school. And we work in cooperation with graduate school for sure. However, our organization structure has been renewed. Recently, International Student Office separated from us and located on its new building. Mr. Chakros will be informed you about this office later. Now let's move on with global engagements. Internationalization is an important throughout education systems around the world. In line with this strategy, ITU has approximately 100 MOU with 35 countries in 5 continents, more than 900 Erasmus agreements with 350 universities. Also, ITU offers its students an opportunity to study at a global scale with its international engagements through approximately 450 international agreements, including Athens, PIME, and ELISA. Let's move on global engagements again, ELISA projects. ITU's most recent global engagement is the ELISA project. ELISA, European Engineering, Learning, Innovation, and Science Alliance, involves 9 technical universities from 7 European countries and also a part of the European universities. ELISA is the first alliance of European higher education institutions like graduate engineering schools, technology universities, and full spectrum universities, meant to define and implement a common model of European engineer rooted in society through democratizing engineering education and evolving interdisciplinary engineering learning. So if you wanna get more info, you can send this email address, elisa@itu.edu.tr, or you can visit this website on the slide you may see. So let's move on with ITU achievements. While on the subject on ITU's achievements, These next slides are just a glance of our international achievements. Here we see further achievements of ITU. Istanbul Technical University was ranked 24th in the world and first in Turkey in the industry, innovation, and infrastructure category, and 48 in the world, and second in Turkey in the category of quality education. Most recently, the Shanghai Academic Ranking of World Universities has placed ITU in first place among Turkish universities in 5 areas. In the list of the most influential scientists, you can see names of ITU scientists. ITU was ranked first place by a review published in a journal of Stanford University. You can also see our rector, Professor Koyuncu, on the list, the first one in the second column. Well, these are some of the achievements that ITU students have proudly achieved. ITU Solar Car Team, ITU Rover Team, ITU Feza Team, ITU League of Legends Team, and Comstack International Students Project Competition. Our Cameroonian students, Baltus Wisobunri's essay was chosen one of 3 best essays. We're really proud of him. And IT programs are accredited by relevant boards and organizations, and one of them, for advancing licensure for engineers and surveyors, which is NCEES, is only open for IT students and graduates. There are many entrepreneurship programs and startups set in place at ITU. There are incubation centers for making ideas come true. Support is provided at these centers from the initial generation of ideas to market confirmation and starting up. And this support is there when these ideas start to mature and enter global competition. This is half of our team. Because of the COVID situation, we make it like this. I shared our website links on the slide on the down. So for more information and all questions, you can send an email to our official email address, or if you want, visit our office directly. And you can reach our team also with this link. Thank you for your attention, and I wish you all the best. Thank you, Shema.
Thank you for your presentation. Thank you. Now we'll be listening Ms. Kambur from Erasmus Office. Yes, Ms. Kambur, you can proceed now.
Okay. I try to share my screen now. Can you see my screen?
Yes.
Okay. So I will give a very brief information about Erasmus and Erasmus activities in Istanbul Technical University. Erasmus is running for 2 decades now and enabled around 3 million students all over Europe. So it's a very popular program among students already. And this name is an acronym. And at the same time, actually, is a name of a philosopher, Renaissance philosopher, at the same time, as you know. The acronym, as you see, European Community Action Scheme for the Mobility of University Students. Everything started with the students, and then Erasmus program has covered many other activities for adults and pupils as well. For what do we do in Erasmus Office? How do we serve to you? Actually, the first thing, how the things begin, students need guidance to have a good quality of mobility. And Erasmus Office coordinates student exchange, activities, and also promotes and enables interinstitutional agreements and partnerships. Meanwhile, cooperates with other units of Istanbul Technical University, like Student Registers Office. And also we cooperate with Erasmus departmental coordinators who give academic advice and who prepare and guide preparement of learning agreements and approval of the learning agreements for the students. So meet our office, we serve to graduate and undergraduate students altogether, together with over 50 academic coordinators for your organization of your study programs at the host institutions. So what you will be doing before mobility, you're supposed to have some language preparation and make your study plans for in the host institution. So it will be, you have a course plan here, and you have you need to prepare another one at the host institution. You will match the courses, and they will be recognized when you will be back to Istanbul Technical University. And the other thing that you need to do before going, there is an Erasmus fund available. So you can apply for Erasmus fund before mobility. During your mobility, you can do a traineeship activity or study activity. This could be face-to-face or virtual, or a blended mobility. And so you do your responsibilities, your academic responsibilities during your mobility, and after your mobility, Istanbul Technical University recognizes all your achievements at home. We mentioned funding. This funding is intended to be a contribution to your expenditures. We have two types of contributions. One, individual support, and the other one is travel support. In the last years, there are some new supports now. If you choose low emission transportation vehicles, there are some additional small funds as well. These grant amounts depends to several indicators, like every year it changes according to the economic situation of the countries. And you can find the details of those information in our calls for the applications. Where you can go, which destinations you can go with Erasmus program. You can go to Europe and you can go to rest of the world as well. But honestly, 90% of all our agreements are with European countries. The other countries are coming step by step in time. So how you can see which institutions you can go with Erasmus? First, you need to visit our website, erasmus.itu.edu.tr. We have everything here, all information here. In the website, you need to choose Erasmus Plus first, and then agreements list. And you will see this arayüzün İngilizcesine bana yardım edebilecek olan var mı? You will see this page, and here you need to do two choices. Mobility type is an outgoing study student, and you need to choose name of the program here, and you will see which institutions you can visit with Erasmus program. When you can apply for study mobility to European institutions, you can apply in February. For traineeship mobility during March and April, sometimes it goes to May as well. And for non-European universities, we don't have a fixed application schedule, but we send emails to your ITU webmail account, so you can check for the announcements by checking your emails and checking our website as well. we share some numbers here, mobile student numbers. And these are the total numbers actually, and it has changed.
Our time is limited. Last minutes. Sorry.
Pardon?
Our time is limited. Süreniz aslında doldu da eminim.
Okay.
Biraz hızlı olabilirse rica ederim.
Okay. And you can check our website for the other details. Thank you.
Thank you for your presentation. Now, Mr. Çakıros from International Students Office, welcome to make his presentation, Mr. Çakıros. Floor is yours.
Hello, everyone. Hello, everyone. My name is Farah Çakıros, and I'm the coordinator of Office of International Students. And I will give a short information about our office right now. And our office is newly established this year and located in Registrar Office in Ayaza campus. And we assist all international undergraduate and graduate students about any questions. And also we are carrying out the registration processes of, for now, undergraduate students, but in the near future, we will assist the students about registration and information issues also. And we are also, our office assists students about residence permit procedures, and we are informing them and collecting all the documents from them and helping them about the problems for residence permit issues. And so at the near future, we will assist about everything, about student card, about transportation card, about all applications in ITU, such as scholarships, dormitories for graduate students also. So thank you to give me this time for me. And my colleague and me, our office, expecting all students, if they have any problem about anything, we are here to assist them. Thank you so much.
Thank you for your presentation. At this point of program, now librarian Ms. Burkav will be helping us with the steps of using our library. You can proceed now. Ms. Burkav. Ms. Burkav, we can't hear you now.
Zeynep Hanım, sesiniz kapalı. Zeynep Hanım, orada mısınız?
Hello. Okay.
Yes, we can hear you.
Ms. Burkau, you can proceed now if you want at start.
Yes, you can start from scratch, Zeynep Hanım. From the beginning.
You can start from the beginning if you want.
Ben şu an ekranımı göremiyorum.
Paylaşa gel. Paylaşa gel ekranı. Zoom'un paylaş şeyi var ya. Tamam, dur. Şehirdesin. New Share'de tekrardan. Tamam. Şimdi slide'ını seç. Can you see that?
Can you see? Can you see?
Yes, we can see.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. Sorry. Information services are provided in 5 campuses. We have total 7 libraries. One of them, ITU main library, named Mustafa İnan Library. The others are branch libraries. Mustafa İnan Library services 7 days and 24 hours, and branch library service on weekdays. Each library has a collection that supports the education and learning of the university. Mustafa İnan Library located on the ITU Ayaza campus. And the library has collection strengths in science, engineering, technology, social science. However, Mustafa İnan Library has multidisciplinary collection. Slide değiştirirken problem oluyor. Neden öyle oluyor anlamadım. Biraz geç oluyor. Okay. Faculty of Architecture Professor Doğan Kuban Library, located on Taşkışla campus. The library has collection strengths in architecture and arts. Faculty of Mechanical Engineering Ratip Berkel Library, located on Gümüşsuyu campus. The library has collection strengths in mechanical engineering. Maritime Faculty Library, located on Tuzla campus. The library has collection strengths in marine engineering. Center for Advanced Studies in Music Library, located on Maçka campus. The library has collection strengths in music. School of Foreign Languages Library, located on Maçka campus. The library has collection strengths in language and literature. Turkish Music State Conservatory Ercüment Berker and Professor Şehvar Beşiroğlu Library, located on Maçka campus. The library has collection strengths in music. To use library services, You must be registered filling the online form on the library webpage. Your membership is confirmed by the library, and then library account password is created online by the students. What can you do with your library account? You can see your borrowed publications, you can renew your books, return date, you can access your electronic resources. You can borrow books after you are registered to the library. Loan process are made at the circulation desk with your ITU ID card. Loan rules for graduate students: physical book loan period, 15 days plus 3 renewal. Number of book checkouts allowed 15. Number of textbook checkouts allowed 3. Physical textbook loan period 2 hours. Please remember to borrow the book on your hand and return it later. This is ITU Libraries webpage, kütüphane.itu.edu.tr. Collection search tools on the library website. The first tarıyorum for all resources. The second browse catalog for print resources. Third, database for electronic resources. The fourth, e-journal for electronic journal services. Fifth, e-dissertations for electronic dissertations. You can change language, the website, tab on the right. How to locate a book. Before going to shelf, you must browse your books with other or title in the online catalog. Click your books record and then check location and status. You should note your book's call number. If status is check shelf, you can find your book on the shelf. If you see due date, that book is borrowed by another person. For example, TK 454.N54 1996. You must look for this code, alphabetic and numeric, on the shelf. This is library databases web page. We can use access to electronic resources. If you are campus, click the database name. If you are out of campus, click the off-campus link. Our services suggest a purchase. Any member of ITU can request a publication from the library. Publications are provided according to the collection development policy. ILL interlibrary loan request. To request the publication, it is enough to fill in the publication request form after clicking this services button. These services are need library account. Ask the reference librarian from Monday to Friday, hours 8:30 to 17:15. You can simply connect the reference librarian via social media, phone, email, and live support. Our email address kütüphane.danis@itu.edu.tr. Thank you for attention.
Ms. Birkav, thank you for your presentation. Now, I would like to welcome Social Activities Coordinator, Mr. Türkmen, to make his presentation about accommodation, health, and cultural services of our university. Mr. Türkmen, floor is yours.
Thank you very much. Hi, everyone. It's Yusuf Türkmen. I'm Social Activities Coordinator, and also I work as Research Assistant at Mining Engineering Department. I will try to briefly talk about the health, culture, sports, and social activities and also opportunities of our university. Health, Culture and Sports Administration, we called it Sağlık Kültür Spor Daire Başkanlığı and SKS. During the presentation, I will be especially careful to say SKS to sound familiar, because we all call this administrative unit SKS. So I think it will make your campus life easier if you say SKS instead of Health, Culture and Sports Administration about the relevant unit. SKS is responsible for organizing social, cultural, and sports activities. It also helps students with accommodation, diet and nutrition, transportation, and psychological guidance and counseling. Ensuring the highest level of student satisfaction is the unit's top priority. SKS makes production 4 main kitchens in Ayaza, Maçka, Gümüşsuyu, and Tuzla campuses with its own means and staff. It's very important. Lunch is served in 9 dining halls, serving in 5 campuses of our university, and the dinner service is provided in Ayaza, Gümüşsuyu, and Tuzla campuses. An average of 14,000 lunch and dinner services are offered daily at our campuses. Menus are prepared monthly by a team of food technician and chef under the control of our manager, food engineer, and taking into account the nutritional content of the foods is offered. In addition, a vegetarian main dish is served as an alternative for menu for our vegan and vegetarian students and personnel. About student dormitories, SKS also provides accommodation services to students in a total of 12 dormitories, 2 on the Gümüşsuyu campus and 10 on the Ayaza campus. We accommodate about 3,000 students in our dormitories. Nearly 40% of them are women and 60% of them are men. Under SKS in Ayaza Medical Social Center, a total of 21 staff, and in Maçka Medical Social Center, a total of 7 staff, provides primary healthcare services to our university students, staff, dependent family members, and retired personnel. Within the Student Activities Coordinatorship, it's a new administrative unit. A total of 247 student clubs operate, including 109 culture, art, and folk clubs, 80 specialization clubs. Specialization clubs means according to our departments. For example, civil engineering club, mining engineering club, etc. And 58 sports clubs. And the expenses of these clubs are covered by the budget of SKS and the clubs. Also, we have 48 sports teams operate under the Sports Services Directorate under SKS. A space is allocated for these teams to train, and travel and transportation support is provided for material supply and participation in domestic and international competitions within the budget possibilities. Sports services includes the central sports hall, Olympic swimming pool, outdoor sports fields, tennis courts, and ITU stadium, and more. Our kindergarten, we have kindergartens which provide services in the Ayaza campus of our university under the Nursery and Kindergarten Directorate affiliated to SKS, provides care and education services to the children of our university's academic and also administrative staff between the ages of 2 and 6. In our kindergarten, there is a capacity to provide care and education to 160 children. For our disabled students, CKS coordinates the improvement of the disabled students who are entitled to education at our university that they may need during their education period to solve the problems that prevent equal participation in education. The number of disabled students applying to disabled student unit of our university is 52. The unit has one full-time coordinator and one academic and one psychological counselor who provides support when necessary. About YÖK scholarships, Council of Higher Education, it's called YÖK. Overseas Research Scholarship is a program that sends research assistants working at our university who are at doctoral thesis stage to abroad with a monthly payment of 4,500 liras and 5,500 liras for the transportation allowance. Program starts from 6 months up to 1 year duration. 14 of our students participated in research between 2019 to 2020 with this program. About YÖK scholarships, 100/2000 doctorate scholarships support students in doctoral programs of our university in order to produce qualified knowledge in priority professions for our country. From 700 to 2,600 liras is paid to 140 students per month in 30 different branches. Within our university, undergraduate, graduate, and doctoral program students are supported for participation in congresses, seminars, conferences, cultural, social, and sportive events with determined budgets. You can see the budgets of them. Also, we have part-time employment opportunities for students. Students enrolled in any of our university's undergraduate or graduate programs can work part-time. We offer and provide jobs opportunities in all academic units, in research and development centers, library, and data processing centers. In the first 9 months of this year, 100 of our students worked as part-time employees in various units of our university. Thank you for listening.
Thank you for your presentation. Now our last speaker is from Psychological Counseling and Guidance Center. Coordinator Mr. Demirbaş will be providing information about psychological consultancy at Istanbul Tech. Yes, Mr. Demirbaş, you can proceed now.
Okay. Hi.
Yes, we can hear you.
Hello. Hi, everyone. Welcome to ITU. My name is Cem Demirbaş. I am the head coordinator of Psychological Counseling and Guidance Center. In this presentation, I will introduce our department to you. Our aim. It's Psychological Counseling and Guidance Center is a student service unit within the Health, Culture and Sport departments. The aim of our center is, besides the academic development, facilitating students to bring up as individuals who are responsible for herself and her environment, researching, questioning, and realizing, expressing their feelings and the truth appropriately, establishing positive and constructive interpersonal relationships, define their goals clearly and develop appropriate behavior and way of thinking in order to achieve these goals. And I think this is the most important one, tolerate individual difference, personal difference. Okay. Services provided in our center. psychological consultation, guidance, information and orientation studies, exam load scoping training programs, assurance, education, group works. International internship. We have the title of being the only guidance center proffered for internships from abroad throughout our country. And for students from Düsseldorf University, successfully complete their internship in our unit for 6 months. We work with Düsseldorf University social pedagogy unit. Is the most important our services. The sessions, the only requirement to receive services from our PCG center is to be a member of our university. Applications are received to our offices between 10 o'clock and 30 on weekdays. The good news, and there are no fee for any services. Okay. Lines. Privacy, reliance, respect for personal rights are the basic principles of all our studies. And our locations are Maçka campus for language building, also as prep buildings, floor room G2, Ayaza campus, all rectorated building, second floor. And our communication information is displayed on screen. Our recruitment saving is just in case. This services communication, you see. Okay, problems range of university youth, the economic problems, education and training problems, socio-cultural problems, psychological problems. And these ones are case the basic, and also I have trouble making friends. I don't have confidence in myself. I want to know myself better. I couldn't adapt this new environment. I can't be motivated to classes. My parents do not understand me. I have difficulty expressing myself to them. I want to use my time more effectively. I have been separated from my family for the first time and I miss them very much. I have academic concerns. I miss you, country, and my family because I come from the far country. I will so alone. I get very excited in exam and presentation. I think this affects my course success, and I'm worried about my future. If you feel this way, you can always contact us. It's very important. Also search and learn these units, please. Istanbul Technical University, disabled student unit, Istanbul Technical University, sexual harassment and discrimination prevention guideline, and Istanbul Technical University discipline regulation. This page, web page. And here are the websites of the units I mentioned. It's my message, it's a short presentation. And this, the university you are studying is a brand and it presents you. Thanks for attending. Good luck, new academic life altogether. Thanks for attention.
Thank you very much for your presentation, Mr. Demirbaş. At the end of the orientation day, we would like to thank again our speakers for their presentation and sharing their knowledges with us. And I would like to welcome our new students again, hoping this orientation day will be beneficial for you all. I wish you a great beginning in Istanbul Tech and great academic life.